You want to know what the world around you is. You want to know where you fit in. And as the great sages have always said, we only see a tiny bit of the world through a little soda straw. The rest of it we fill in through other people telling you what they understand to be true. And that's what the media are. How does that material that you consume come about? And what impact has it had on your own perceptions? I mean, I think that on the media, we're not explicitly asking those questions because they sound like incredibly boring graduate theses. But if you're listening closely, you'll hear answers to those questions. You know, I've often been asked what on the media is, to do the elevator pitch in a couple of lines, and even nearly 14 years later, I find it so difficult because it's more about an attitude than it is about a subject matter. What it is using the media as a prism to look at the whole world. The media tend not to rush ahead of the public, even on rights issues, as any student of newspapers knows. On women's rights, on mixed marriage, even on slavery, they edge into consensus with the rest of the nation, region by region, amid conflicting claims to conscience. I think that this is a golden age of romantic radio. Radio that is based in bringing the listener up close and personal. Nevertheless, radio can be utterly worthless, a waste of time, if you can't get a listener to care. I think fundamentally it's the idea that makes a piece of radio so engaging. It's the content and how it speaks to your own life. If you can find a way to have the listener identify or be curious or want to know where it's going, that's the secret, and it's the only one. What keeps me interested in doing this program is that the world that we're covering keeps changing radically from moment to moment to moment. When we started the show 10 years ago, we were all excited about DVDs and DVD commentaries. Now, we don't even use DVDs anymore. It's an entirely different world. Back then, there wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Wikipedia. The people who hold the levers and direct the flow of the information that we love and the entertainment that we consume completely changed. How could you not be interested in how our world has changed? And how could you see that change through anything other than the prism of the media?
That's great. Is there anything, too, that you thought of that we should add before we go?
No. I heard an ender in there, but it ended on a sort of rhetorical question. Who wouldn't care about that stuff? I always like to end on things like that. That struck me as that might be a good way to end it.
You know, I'm not being told about it. I'm not hearing about something that happened. I'm actually hearing it for myself. I get to experience it.
We're trying to get it into that visual dimension, but we want to use that medium of sound